And hello, one and all, and welcome along as we waste no time getting from the last match, Sabalenka and Raducanu, to the next match, which, of course, features Naomi Osaka, the 2018 champion here in Indian Wells, against Elise Mertens. And once again, let me just say hello, one and all. Matthew Owens here with you, and delighted to have you with us. The clocks have changed here in America just a couple of nights ago, which means spring is most certainly on the horizon. They never have to deal with a lack of spring and summertime in Indian Wells. As you know, temperatures are in the high 70s, sun is out, skies are blue, and the matches are as entertaining as ever, and as we hoped they would be. And this one, we hope, will be a good one as well, as Elise Mertens of Belgium takes on Naomi Osaka. And it will be Mertens who will serve first here in just a matter of moments as we waste zero time getting into this intriguing third round encounter. Osaka to serve first, I beg your pardon. And away we go as Osaka serves up the tee and misses. Of course, you know the story well about Naomi Osaka rounding into form, or at least trying to round into form, as she serves here to the Mertens backhand. The return up the middle, two-fisted backhand from Osaka's good to the forehand of Mertens. Cross court goes Osaka. Up the middle goes Mertens with the backhand. Now she's forced to play a defensive forehand. Big forehand from Osaka. Mertens is able to absorb that power, and Osaka has cranked a cross court backhand wide. And that, in a nutshell, in 1 point, the first point, is what we should see most of the match. Certainly, Elise Mertens hopes that's what we see for most of the match. A lengthy rally where she can absorb the Osaka power and eventually draw an error from the big hitting Osaka, who serves up the tee and misses here. What an intriguing match this is. In the fifth meeting between these two players, Osaka's second serve is in. Off forehand winner, roped by Mertens, and she has an early look here at love 30, as she was able to time up the return of the second serve and rip a winner. And love 30, Osaka at the far end from us, serving out wide and missing again. She'd like to have a first serve at some point. She's 0 for 3. Second serve fighting the sun a bit is in. Backhand by Mertens is launched deep to the backhand of Osaka. Cross court goes Mertens. The backhand of Osaka went right to the shoelaces of Mertens, and she's unable to pick that one up, and it's into the net. And Osaka able to get a point, and it's 15-30. Mentioned this is the fifth meeting between these two. The last time they played was 3 years ago in Miami. Osaka, of course, was towards the top of the world rankings and won that match in straight sets over Mertens, who was seeded 16th at the time. It was certainly not a David Goliath kind of match, as Mertens throws in a backhand return. Big backhand from Osaka. Loop back cross court by Mertens. Deep backhand again from Osaka. She times this one up the line, but misses long. And Mertens here out of the gates. 2 break points at 15-40. As the crowd is just beginning to file in here after a bunch, of course, left after watching Aryna Sabalenka beat Emma Raducanu. Good first serve there from Osaka. Finally hit one, and then Mertens makes a backhand error as she twists it wide. And Osaka saves a break point, has another to go here at 30-40. The only time Mertens has beaten Osaka, talk about a long time ago, 7 years ago in Wuhan, Mertens won in 3 sets. Osaka catches the ball toss and will recoil. Trying to save a second break point here, 30-40. Here's the serve up the tee. It's terrific, and Mertens is unable to make the return, and it's 2 break points saved here by Osaka, and it is deuce. In this opening service game of this third round encounter here in Indian Wells. Here's the deuce serve from Osaka, and she powers that one into the net. Here comes the second. That is into the backhand of Mertens. Good angle to it. Forehand of Osaka. Cross court goes Mertens. Osaka's on the stretch. Defends a backhand back. It's short. And Mertens knows what to do with it as she connects to hit a forehand winner. And it's another break point here for Elise Mertens in this opening game as we say hi to Ashley in the chat section. So delighted to have you and everyone else with us on a sunny day in Indian Wells. And here is Osaka serving out wide and missing her target again. And Mertens, who's already hit a return winner off a second serve here in this game, steps closer to the baseline. She's hugging it tightly. Here's the second serve, it's in. Mertens blocks it back, up the line. Osaka's backhand is floated long, so there's the opening break to start this match for Elise Mertens, seeded 24th. Of course, if you just look strictly at the rankings, you would say Mertens should be the favorite. Outside of that, maybe not so much, but she's able to claim an opening game break and a good start for Mertens. So they'll change ends as we bring you in here and just say hi. Glad to have you with us. Hopefully I dressed well to the occasion here. I felt like this color, whatever in the wide world you want to call this color, kind of fits the Indian Wells vibe, doesn't it? It kind of fits the Sunshine Slam vibe. I don't know, maybe it's more of a Miami color, I don't know. Maybe I'll break it out again for Miami, but it kind of fits the Indian Wells vibe. I don't have purple to match the courts. Should have done better on that, shouldn't I? Or whatever you want to call the courts. Here's Mertens serving out wide, and Osaka bats the return long. And this is a really good start for Elise Mertens, who, of course, had the bye in the first round, as every seeded player did. She won here on Saturday, dropping just 5 games. Over on court 8. Serves out wide. Osaka's return, floating high into the air. Drops just inside the baseline. Mertens a forehand up the middle. Osaka flat backhand. Cross court goes Mertens. Osaka cranks it long. And it hasn't been a clean start at all here for Osaka, as Mertens has 30 love. Beat Wang Shenyu in that first match that she played, second round on Saturday, 6-1 and 6-4, did Mertens. Tremendous doubles player, as you know. Serves into the body of Osaka. It's a let on the serve. Here comes the first serve. It's into the Osaka forehand. Looped return. Big forehand Mertens. Back in up the middle. Osaka. There's Mertens with a drop shot that doesn't quite clear the net. And it's 30-15. We know, of course, she has that touch and skill on those finesse shots. That's what has helped her win 4 doubles Grand Slam titles, including at the Australian Open earlier this year. Which was her first doubles slam title in 3 years. Let on the first serve. She is just a French Open title away from winning the career slam on the doubles side. Serves here to the Osaka forehand. Big backhand by Mertens. Osaka cross-courts it back, and into the net goes Mertens on the backhand. She was in control of the point, but misfires, and it's 30-all. Mertens has not had as much success on the Grand Slam side of things on the singles side. Did make a semifinal at the Australian Open. What was that, a good 5 or 6 years ago? 30-all serve goes out wide, and another let on the first serve for Mertens, who turned 28 in November. At the far end, her first service game of the match, 30-all. She has a break advantage, and she is able to crank out an ace right up the middle. Osaka barely moved. Yeah, I'm glad it's giving tennis paradise vibes. It's what I was going for. It's what I was gunning for. So I hope I succeeded in some way. I should have a palm tree behind me. Mertens serving game point, body serve, backhand return Osaka, cross court the forehand, good from Mertens. Osaka throws up a half lob, if you will. The backhand from Mertens doesn't beat Osaka. She gets it back. Now Osaka cross court with the backhand, pushing Mertens deeper. Now Osaka triggers it up the line. It's really good on the backhand wing, and Mertens is unable to defend that back, and Osaka's into this return game. It's deuce as she tries to overcome the early deficit. Osaka's kit that she's wearing here isn't a million miles away from this color. It's certainly not, well, you see it on your screen now. It's certainly not the same color, but it's in the same, I suppose, realm of color. I'm not an art major. I'm far from it. I don't know what proper words to speak when speaking about palettes of color. Mertens missed the first serve. Osaka's inside the baseline, standing for the second serve. It's a good second serve, however. Returned up the middle, but now Mertens is into the backhand net, and Osaka has a break point. So Osaka with a chance to quickly get this break right back. That might be how this match goes. We could very well see a seesaw tug of war. Big serve there, however, out wide by Mertens. Osaka unable to float that back over the net, so a break point saved there by Mertens. Deuce again. Osaka won this title in 2018. She was unseeded. Just the third woman to ever win this title without a number next to her name. Another good serve by Mertens. Osaka makes the return. Forehand from Mertens. Up the middle, Osaka. Cross court the backhand, Mertens. Osaka replies with a backhand that was just in. Now she's on the run to hit a cross court forehand that Mertens somehow defends back with a high lob. Osaka lets it drop. Ooh, boy. And then overheads it perhaps wide. She looks up at the chair, and it is wide. She's missed there on a shot where she really shouldn't be missing. And Mertens now has a game point to consolidate the early break. And those are the little things that Osaka trying to get back into the rhythm of course. Serve into the net there from Mertens. Now Osaka will step up closer towards the baseline, looking for an attacked second serve return. See if she can. She twirls the racket in her hand, standing still. Mertens the serve out wide. The backhand return, Osaka. Cross court goes Mertens. She wants to come to the net. Doesn't have to. Osaka has missed on the backhand. Tried to pull it up the line. Misses wide. Slaps the base of her shoe with the racket. She is unpleased with her start. Mertens is up a break at 2-love. She does consolidate the opening game break, so Mertens is well out in front here to start. Let's see what the response will be from Osaka, who defeated Daria Kasatkina in that final in 2018. Seems so long ago now. Kick serve. Mertens makes the return. Osaka, big forehand. Too big. Up the line. It's gone long. And Mertens, well, of course, you never know with Osaka how long she'll allow you to have this momentum, so take advantage of it while you have it here right out of the gates. Let first serve. Comes the first serve again from Osaka. Up goes the toss, and into the net she goes. Mentioned in a moment the players she beat to take that title in 2018. She beat a good amount of really terrific players, but she's clapped the net here on this second serve, and she's double faulted, and it's love 30 here for Mertens. Osaka at the near end. Toss up. It was not a good toss, and the serve comes down, and it's long. That toss was spinning all over the place and drifting way to her left. Better here for the second serve, but she's missed that too. That's back-to-back doubles, and now 3 break points for Mertens, and this has gotten off to a rocky start, and that might be putting it nicely. Love 40. Osaka into the net again. Wow. That's 5 straight serves in which she has missed. Could it be a triple-double? Second serve is in. Mertens makes the return deep up the middle. Off the let cord goes Osaka with the forehand. Now cranks a cross-court backhand. Mertens is there with a good backhand. Up the line, Osaka. Guided back by Mertens short. Off forehand, Osaka. It's a winner as she steps in towards the tee and hits the forehand winner on a point where she was in control all the way. Mertens with a testing shot in the middle of the rally, but Osaka was able to keep calm. Still 2 break points for Mertens. Osaka serves out wide. Terrific serve. Blocked back high into the air. Looping to the ground and long from Mertens. 2 break points saved. 30-40 here. Mertens would absolutely love a double break lead and try to protect it. Here's Osaka's serve at 30-40. Makes the first serve, and Mertens no chance to make the return. That lands wide of the doubles alley. There you go from Osaka. Had back-to-back double faults. Got her into a love 40 hole. She has dug out of it. Just about. It's deuce. Serves here up the middle and misses at 121 miles an hour. Selfishly, finally doing a tournament that'll put up the serve speed in miles an hour. Thank God. Mertens makes the return here, but Osaka has forced that backhand wide. Another break point for her to have to save here. She slapped the thigh with the hand and then came up with a smile on her face. Just that soft Naomi Osaka smile. She faces a 4th break point in this game alone, just her second service game. She serves into the net. Mertens another point for a 3-love lead. Catches the ball toss, Osaka. Now serves. Mertens makes the return deep. Forehand by Osaka a bit short. Off forehand Mertens. Backing up the line Osaka. Mertens on the run. Squash shotted it back. Cross court Osaka. Steps up. Lob by Mertens. Overhead by Osaka. Blocked back by Mertens. Half volley pickup is long from Osaka. There's the second break for Mertens. And she will jog to the chair with a 3-love lead. Terrific start for Elise Mertens. The number 24 seed from Belgium, 17 minutes in, a 3-love lead on Naomi Osaka. Mentioned I would run through this for you. So Osaka, when she won this title in 2018, listen to the players she beat. Again, unseeded and very young Osaka was. Beat Maria Sharapova in the first round. Sad face emoji for me on that. Of course, that was Sharapova trying to get back into the swing of things. Osaka won that 4-4. Then in the second round, beat Agnieszka Radwanska 3-2. In the third round, she beat Sasha Vickery. Remember that name. And then Osaka went on in the fourth round in 3 sets to beat Maria Sakkari 6-1 in the third. Sakkari was unseeded at that point as well. That put her into the quarterfinals where she upset Karolina Pliskova 2-3. Then another upset in the semis where she beat number 1 Simona Halep 3-love. Halep's name has been in the news, of course, lately, as you know. And then in the final, beat the number 20 seed Daria Kasatkina. And that was the road to the title here 6 years ago for Osaka. A lot of big names that she beat. Also just worth mentioning, Kasatkina to make the final. Beat Angelique Kerber in the quarters and beat Venus Williams in the semis. Trip down memory lane from 6 years ago, but that was a quite the run for Osaka to take that title. But a rough start here, as Ashley so rightly points out in the comment section. A lot of people thinking that Osaka is rounding into form. Might be on for a deep run here. Oh, Mertens has just clocked a good serve up the tee, and Osaka's return went flailing out into row 19 to her left. 15 love. It's a great start for Mertens. Can she keep it going? Serves out wide into the net. She has a very unique service motion, does Mertens. Here comes the second. High ball toss. It's down and in to the backhand of Osaka. Two-handed backhand Mertens to the backhand of Osaka, who has such power on the ground strokes. Hits a forehand off the let cord, and it ricochets wide for Osaka. 30 love. She's barely winning points at this rate. She's played 2 matches so far. She's beaten Sarah Arani and also beat Samsonova in the second round. Serve into the net from Mertens. Samsonova seeded 14th. Also went to the quarters in Qatar, did Osaka, and that's kind of the reason why people are starting to think maybe she is getting into better form. Boy, that return basically hit her racket rather than her striking the return, and Mertens in control of the point, and it ends in a backhand error into the net from Osaka. It's 40 love. Mentioned she made that run in Qatar to the quarters. In her first match, she beat Caroline Garcia, who she, of course, lost to in the Australian Open. Also beat Petra Martic in that run. Mertens misses the serve up the tee. Lost in 2 tiebreaks to Karolina Pliskova. .40 love. Second serve coming. Mertens puts it long. Her first double. You take a look at the head-to-head there between the two and the tail of the tape, not the head-to-head, the tail of the tape, to use a boxing phrase on your screen. As Mertens, 40-15, serves let. Creamsicle orange visor for Elise Mertens. If you're an American football fan, it'll put you in mind of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from decades gone by. First serve, up the tee, misses. Don't really want to have the amount of success that those Buccaneers had in those days when that was their color, because they had basically none. 40-15. Second serve, Mertens trying to go up 4 love, but she doubles again as she kicks that serve out long and too long. You see on your screen, too, hard to believe that you have a ranking from Osaka at 287, but it is certainly climbing from where it was. But over 200 positional difference between these two players in the current WTA rankings. 260 position difference. But we certainly know when Osaka is at her best. She's one of the best, as Mertens has misfired again on that first serve. It is just the difficult part about this game of getting back into it after being out of it for such a long time. Thousands of stories of that. Mertens has, again, caught that ball toss prior to the second serve here. She's doubled 2 in a row, and now she's doubled here. So, wow. Just as Osaka did in her last service game, throwing in back-to-back doubles. Here's Mertens with a triple-double, which in basketball would be terrific. Not here. It's deuce. Mertens at the near end. Serves out wide, makes the serve. Osaka's return is pretty good. Off forehand, Mertens. Cross-court the backhand, Osaka. Backhand from Mertens. That was just on the line. Osaka guides it back, and Mertens picks it up and puts a forehand into the net. Here's Osaka with a break point to try to get one of these 2 early breaks back. So Mertens has had plenty of chances to claim breaks. She's converted 2 out of 7 herself. Here's Osaka with a break chance. Serve is up the tee. Osaka's return is good. Mertens a forehand up the middle. Osaka the big forehand cross court, and Mertens is unable to control that, and it goes long, and Osaka has one of the breaks back, and it's 3-1. So Osaka with not much of a smile on the face as she went out. She knows there's still work to do, but that is a big step forward trying to get back into this opening set. Now serves. At 1-3 out wide, and Mertens can't make that return. Osaka with an ace-15 love. The far end, Osaka serves up the tee, and she looks like she was able to just clip a line, and yeah, she did. Mertens was coming up to check the spot, and Osaka with her second ace. 30 love. Now she's getting going here into the net on the first serve. Comes the second. It's in. Mertens makes the return with the backhand, and then Osaka has batted that backhand into the net. 30-15. Osaka serves into the net again. Getting a bit choppy on both ends on the serve. Here's the second. That's in very well. Mertens makes the return to the backhand of Osaka deep. Backhand of Mertens. Now she two-hands it long, and Osaka's got 40-15. So one break back. And now a chance to get within a game. 40-15 serve is down the tee, and it misses. Here comes the second. Oh, that's in out wide. Mertens did not know where that was landing at and is unable to make any kind of contact with it of any importance. So Osaka has held, and now she's into this set. Still down a break. It's 3-2. They'll change ends. Ashley, where are you from? And yeah, so I am in North Carolina. I'm in a part of North Carolina that's very difficult to explain for most people because I'm not anywhere close to Charlotte or Raleigh, the two big cities. I am almost in between the two second big cities of Winston-Salem and Greensboro. Of course, tennis fans would certainly know Winston-Salem very well, so let's just say I'm half an hour out of Winston-Salem. We'll say that. So Osaka with 2 straight games here. We'll see if that starts the run that she's looking for. I would have to say also to Ashley, people in general are mostly the worst, I've grown to learn. They're just annoying people. Oh well. You've been to South Carolina. Yeah, so South Carolina, some gorgeous spots in that state. Charleston especially. I'll be heading to Charleston on vacation here probably in about a month or so. But yeah, I cannot wait to get there. Oh my goodness. So my sister was a Blue Devil and a big Cameron Crazy. More on that in a moment. Nice to see you here, Jane, by the way. More on that in a moment. Mertens serves out wide and misses. Second serve from Mertens to the backhand of Osaka. Cross court, the backhand Mertens. Osaka steers it cross court. Mertens with a backhand ripped long from Osaka. You will see, as I get my water here, you'll see where I stand on that side of the debate, Duke or North Carolina. And yes, very much enjoy the darker blue. Osaka makes the return. Backhand of Mertens is long. Did not go well for Duke on Saturday night. Did not start very well, unfortunately. Let it get out of control early and then played well for the last 25 minutes. But not enough to dig out of the hole that they dug for themselves. Here's Mertens at 15 all serving and missing. Second serve from Mertens into the backhand of Osaka. Mertens an off forehand. Osaka steers it cross court. Mertens with a backhand that Osaka changes direction on but misses wide as we're a half hour in. Mertens up a break at 3-2. And serving here at 30-15 here in just a moment. Mertens serves up the tee and misses. By the way, that is water here in this. I can confirm. I know that matters not to most people. Maybe it does matter to the person commenting earlier. Here's a backhand return from Osaka. Mertens with a backhand. Cross court goes Osaka. Looped back by Mertens. Timed up beautifully by Osaka. She rips a backhander up the line. I do think he got his point across as he made the same comment 14 times. Idiots on the internet are just incredible. What I love, I'll tell this story in just a moment. It's a funny story. I do intend for you to laugh. You have to have a sense of humor. So please laugh when I tell this next story. Mertens serves out wide. Osaka makes the return. Mertens with a lot of time to set up a forehand and then missed it. Osaka's got a break point, so give me a couple minutes here on this story or this soliloquy that I'm about to go on, whatever in the world it is I'm about to go on. So Osaka, who is down 3-love, has a break point here to try to draw level. Mertens serves and misses long, and suddenly everything that was going right for Mertens on that 3-love start has disintegrated away. Second serve is in to the backhand of Osaka. Up the middle goes Mertens. Cross court, the backhand Osaka. Short by Mertens. Up the line, Osaka the forehand. Mertens able to get it back cross court. Forehand of Osaka puts Mertens on the run. And the forehand is long. And Osaka has broken again. So she's erased the early 3-love deficit. And we're at 3-all here in the first set. Good start. Osaka has turned this around quickly. I just always I have to smile and chuckle when people want to tell fat people that they're fat. You don't think we know? It's not the best way to insult us, I do promise. We do know. Here's Osaka serving at 3-all and the backhand return into the net from Mertens. Do you think we look at ourselves in the mirror and think, wow, how sexy I look today? 6'4", 170. What a brute you are. What do you think we're doing here? Osaka serves and misses long. Sexy beast, I know, in your camera screen right now. Second serve from Osaka is into the forehand of Mertens. Big pounded return. Looped back defensively by Osaka. Off forehand by Mertens. Throwing herself into a backhand. Osaka short ball back by Mertens. Osaka scurries to the net and puts it away. 30 love. I think if you're going to insult me, please be a little, I don't know, smarter, a little more creative. Maybe the word is what I'm saying. 30 love. Osaka's won 8 of the last 10 points. Misses with the serve up the tee. I like a creative insult if it's done tastefully. Second serve is in. Mertens puts the return up the middle. Scooped backhand by Osaka. Now hits a short forehand. Mertens big forehand up the middle. Osaka steers it cross court and then sliced into the net from Mertens. We haven't seen her hit a lot of slices here. Of course, for a doubles player, you'd normally see a lot of slice. She doesn't throw it in as often as you might think. And that's really the first time we've seen it here. Osaka serves up the tee and misses again. 40 love here. She has her first chance to take a lead here after trailing 3 love out of the gate. Serves out wide. Mertens with a big return, and Osaka unable to place that back in as that was on her racket in the blink of an eye, and she taps the racket. Too good there. 40-15. Osaka serves. Good serve there. Ooh, it just missed. Not by much. Still game points. Goes out wide here, and Mertens tried to scoop it back. It's called out, I think, here, that serve from Osaka. She just wanted confirmation of that, but she has gotten it. It's a double fault. She's had plenty of those early, and it's 40-30. Great to see you again as well, Jane. Or hear from you, or read from you. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Is it great to see you if I don't really see you? I only see your comment. Anyway. Serve by Osaka is long by a lot. Second serve is in. Mertens places the return back deep to the backhand of Osaka. Backhand up the middle. And into the net goes Osaka. So how about this? From 40 love, it's deuce. And we've seen that also so far in this first set. Seen it on a Mertens serve game earlier. It was 40 love, and Osaka wrestled it back to deuce. Now we see it at the other end here as Mertens scrapped back into this return game. And again, Osaka misses the first serve. This could be a very inconsistent kind of a match, and certainly it's what we've seen through the first 6 games or so. Second serve is in. Mertens makes the return. Cross-court looped back by Osaka. Backhand isn't great from Mertens. Oh, and Osaka goes cross-court and hits a backhand winner. She was off the ground by a lot when she hit it. And she's able to hit it very purely. Well struck. Cross-court backhand winner, and Osaka has another game point. Serves out wide and again misses. After this game, we'll get you some numbers on the serves here because Osaka has just not been able to nail down first serve. Backhand return here by Mertens is into the net, so Osaka has held, and after trailing 3 love out of the gates, she now has won 4 games on the trot. Leads 4-3. So Osaka, she's only connected on 28% of her first serves, 8 of 29. I don't think that's great. She's also only winning 38% of second serve points, 8 of 21. So, oh yes, and how many doubles? She's had plenty of doubles here, 3. So, yes, it's been shaky. So they change ends at 4-3. Osaka noses into the lead. And now, hopefully, maybe, both players have gone through a shaky stint, and maybe towards the tail end of this first set, we can get both players with high quality. We'll see. Let's see, over on court 4, Sloane Stevens and Daria Kasatkina. Just mentioned Kasatkina, the finalist here in 18, beaten by Osaka. Her and Stevens are at 3-all in a decisive set over on Stadium 4. So Stevens and Kasatkina, 3-all in the third, dead level, nothing to separate them. Coco Gauff, a winner earlier today. Sabalenka, who, of course, you heard on the channel prior to this one, she was able to withstand what was a pretty good challenge from Emma Raducanu, 6-3 and 7-5. Sabalenka shaky at the end a little bit, which has been a bit of a trend that she's trying to put behind her, but was able to get the win. Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova beat Haddad Maya in 3 sets. From a set down, she came back to win that in over 2.5 hours. Mertens serving. Osaka backhand return. Forehand deep from Mertens. Shoveled on backhand long by Osaka. So that's what's gone on today here in Indian Wells, at least for the women. Svitolina and Navarro coming up later tonight. That should be interesting. Mertens serve up the tee. Osaka's return is short, and Mertens is able to steer cross-court a backhand winner. 30-love. Good start to this service game. On the men's side, Djokovic later tonight will draw a crowd, you might say. Mertens serving 30-all. Osaka makes the return. Backhand of Mertens. Two-handed by Osaka. Cross-court the backhand Mertens. Osaka defends it back. It's deep. Mertens a cross-court forehand. Big forehand, but long from Osaka. 40-love. Runa over Musetti earlier today on the men's side in just over an hour and a half. Tommy Paul has dispatched of Ugo Humbert, 4-4. And Monfils with the comeback over Nori. Lost the first set in a tiebreak. Won the second set in a tiebreak in 6-3 in the third. That lasted 3-12. Serve out wide. Ace from Mertens. Holds it love for 4-all. There was a confident and calm service game there from Mertens. We're at 4-all through 42 minutes. Opening set here. Fritz and Baez ongoing, and Fritz has taken that first set 6-2. Also, you've got Casper Ruud, who took the first set in his match 6-2 as well. 3-all in the second. Osaka serving 4-all. Good serve out wide. The return well short of the net from Mertens. That might have been a very quick trip around the grounds right there. Osaka serves up the tee. And I was waiting for some kind of reaction from somebody. It is an ace, and it's 30-love. Now serves up the tee. And this time that one did miss. 30-love here for Osaka, serving at 4-all. Yeah, Nori and Monfils, that was a battle. As here's a kick serve in up the tee. Mertens gets it back. Oh, my goodness. And Osaka tried to go with a scorching forehand, but instead it's straight into the middle of the net. Osaka serves. Out wide, misses long. Wonder how many synonyms I can use in the call as I call this match. Osaka serves. Mertens makes the return. Osaka backpedals. It's a big forehand that's scooped on back by Mertens, and then another big forehand from Osaka. Boy, she's relentless When she's on with the ground strokes, she hits the forehand return. It's 40-15. How many synonyms can I use in this commentary? Synonyms, that is, to fat and skinny. Just as an inside joke. Then we can send it to that person that was so uncreative and rude earlier. Osaka serves. That was an obtuse angle. See what I did there? And an ace for Osaka. She holds for 5-4. And Mertens will serve to stay in this first set. See, now I'm going to chuckle just thinking about it. 5-4, Osaka ahead by a skosh here in this first set. Be sure, if you are watching and or listening or whatever you want to call it, streaming, I don't know what we call this anymore these days, but however you're taking us in, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Talking Tennis. Also follow on social media, Twitter and Instagram, and so forth and so on. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do comment. We very much invite comments, which I very much enjoy looking through. Ashley and Jane in the comment section here to start this third rounder in Indian Wells. The fifth slam, if you will. And it's interesting that we've got Indian Wells going on this week, and of course later this week we'll have in golf the Players in Florida. And of course that's what in golf they call that, of course, the fifth major. So you've got the fifth major going on in golf starting Thursday with the Players. You've got the fifth Grand Slam in tennis going on here in Indian Wells. The Sunshine Slam then continues after we get through here in Indian Wells with Miami. And it is kind of it's a great time in sports, as Mertens serving here at 4-5 into the net. Of course, you've got, if you're a college basketball fan, it's just heaven for the next month or so. Mertens serving to the backhand of Osaka. Mertens a cross-court forehand. Osaka bombs away on the forehand. Up the line, Mertens steered back by Osaka. Short. Mertens a backhand. Comes to the net. Osaka passes her with a blazing forehand that came in on a rope and sizzles by Mertens as it screams right by her, and it's love 15. Wow. It is March Madness, yeah. So we've got all of the conference tournaments that are either ongoing or starting this week. And then, of course, the big NCAA tournament starting next week. Mertens misses the first serve. But yes, the madness is in full effect. Yep, spring training. Yeah, absolutely. We're baseball preseason. There's hope for my Cincinnati Reds this year, if you can believe it. Backhand return of Osaka. Up the line, Mertens. Lunging to get a forehand back as Osaka. It's short. Mertens steps up. Plenty of time to dial up a backhand winner cross court. Yeah, on a rope. They do say that in golf, as we say hi to Sean. The Players is always... I don't know... If you're not one of these diehard day-to-day, week after week tennis or golf fans, I don't know how much the Players or Indian Wells or Miami does for you. As Osaka's hit a backhand winner off the let cord that dies over on Mertens' side, so it's 15-30 here. Osaka 2 points from the first set. But if you are taking in the Players or Indian Wells or Miami, it just has this breakthrough feeling to it, like we are breaking through from winter into spring. Mertens a big serve. Osaka scoops it back up the line. The backhand Mertens into the net goes Osaka with the forehand. It's 30 all. Of course, the Players, what everybody loves about that is the island green at 17. And there's not a chance that I could take any club you give me and tee off and drop one on the green there. Every single one of my shots would be in the water. Serve out wide. Osaka makes the return. It's deep. The backhand by Mertens. Osaka's backhand up the middle to the Mertens backhand. Cross court goes Osaka. Mertens on the full stretch slices it back. Forehand Osaka. Mertens goes cross court on the forehand. That's deep. Osaka had to backpedal and get to it. She did. Forehand of Mertens. Shoveled on back Osaka. Steered deep on the backhand side for Mertens, who now hits a backhand. Oh boy, now hold on. Osaka looked like she had stopped playing. She thought that previous shot from Mertens had missed the baseline. Mertens kept on, hit a forehand winner. Osaka had stopped. Oh boy. Osaka won't be happy about that. Mertens with a fist pump after that. Serves into the net. Mertens at 40-30. Trying to get to 5-all here. Oh boy, and serves into the net again at a terrible time. We've seen plenty of double faults here in this first set from both players, and that you can almost hear the collective groan from Mertens and her camp on that one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was an awful time for it. Now deuce. She serves out wide. Oh boy, and that caught a line, and Osaka's unable to get that back, and Mertens has another game point here. Mertens serves up the tee, and again misses into the net. Second serve, Mertens. Out wide, kicks it into the backhand of Osaka. Forehand up the middle, Mertens. Cross court the forehand, Osaka. It was good. Defended back, but into the net by Mertens. We're at deuce yet again. Osaka 2 points again from ending this thing. Ending the first set at least. Serve by Mertens, misses again. This is tense times for Mertens, who led 3-love at one point in this first set. Struggling here to put this service game away. Oh, and she's double faulted again. Or has she? Hold on a minute. Osaka thinks she has. She thought that serve was long. Apparently it wasn't. I thought looking down on it, I thought it was. I just clipped the very, very back of the line by the tiniest sliver. Mertens has saved herself there, but has once again missed a first serve. My heavens. Serve. Oh, my goodness, is into the net. Another double fault. Deuce again. And this is turning in to a really difficult game to watch. At deuce, Mertens serves out wide. Osaka's return is way long as Mertens again hit her spot perfectly. She's either double faulting or hitting perfectly placed serves in this game, as this first set is nearly at an hour now. Mertens serves and misses another first serve. Mertens composes herself and then has to do it again as she kind of looked up and was distracted by something. Restarts the service motion. Here she is, puts it in to the backhand of Osaka. Mertens a backhand up the middle. Backhand from Osaka, straight up the gut. Now she turns it cross court. It's wide. Mertens with a fist pump. It looked like Mertens almost stopped on it a bit too soon. Almost like Sabalenka did on a shot from Raducanu very late in their match. Mertens pulled up, assumed that it was going wide. It just did. Fist pump from Mertens. She holds for 5-all to stay in the first set, which is dead even. Osaka again. At the near end, she serves out wide. Mertens blocks the return back. Up the middle goes Osaka, steered cross court by Mertens. Now she throws a backhand to Osaka's backhand. Up the line, Mertens has hit a winner. Wow. Changed direction beautifully and hit the backhand winner. By the way, I keep looking out my window here, again in North Carolina. Keep looking out my window. It's 7 o'clock, and it looks like it could be noon. I've not adjusted to the time change yet. I don't love the time change. I don't love springing forward, and I don't love falling back. Can we just settle on one and leave it that way, please? Osaka serves. Backhand of Mertens was deep. Looped back long by Osaka. Okay, so here's Mertens with another opening at love 30, and Osaka, you can tell, is getting frustrated. Just raise the arms up and tries to control negative energy and let it out in an exhale here. Love 30, Mertens at 5-all. Osaka serves and misses again. Neither player is really covering themselves in much glory here on these first serves. Second serve, that's in. Mertens with a short ball back. Osaka stumbles to get to it, comes to the net. Lob by Mertens is perfect, and it drops in behind Osaka for a lob winner. Mertens throws up her hand apologetically. One, she doesn't truly mean to apologize here. I don't know why she feels the need to apologize. It's a perfect lob. And she's got 3 break points here. She's dropped it in beautifully. 3 break points now for Mertens to reclaim a lead. Osaka serves. Backhand reply is ripped cross court by Mertens. Osaka with a backhand that lands in the doubles alley to her left. Mertens has broken at love and leads this first set 6-5. They'll change ends, and Mertens will serve for this opening set here, which has lasted nearly an hour here in Indian Wells. Kasatkina has claimed the break in the third set on Stevens, and now Kasatkina is serving for the match at 5-4. Yeah, the time change is very annoying. What's even more annoying is they do it at different times in other countries. I work with a guy from England on other sports commentary, and we were with each other yesterday, and we were trying to get the time right on when we needed to get connected with each other and when we're going on air, and they don't change time in England apparently until the last week of March. Why does it have to be so confusing, is my question. Why can't time just be time and we leave it alone? Anyway, I don't want to go down too big of a rabbit hole right here because we're about to have a big moment in this match as Mertens is going to serve for the set, but it annoys me. And it changes my sleeping pattern too. So back onto the court they come. And Mertens to serve for this first set at 6-5. Back and forth set. Both players have gone through very shaky spells. Mertens was up 3-love. Osaka then was up 4-3 as Mertens serves up the tee, and Osaka's return goes backwards, and it lands in row 5 behind her. And there is a fan with a black cap that has caught that ball. It ended up behind her. Wow. 15 love. Mertens with 115 miles an hour on that serve a moment ago. Now serves here up the middle. Osaka makes a very acute angle return. Short ball back by Mertens. Big forehand Osaka. Defended back but into the net. From Mertens, it's 15 all. Yes, why don't they participate in Arizona? Which then again, that's how I would like it. Just stay the same time year round. But if you're going to do it it's 48 states, is it? Isn't it Arizona and Alaska, or do I have that wrong? That don't do it. Would confuse the heck out of me. Mertens serving 15 all. Out wide she goes. Another good first serve, and Osaka has golfed that return back, and it's wide. 30-15, and Mertens has 2 points here. 2 points from the first set. It's been a battle. First set has. Mertens at the near end serving. Backhand reply from Osaka. Right into the swing zone of Mertens. Changing the angle with the forehand is Osaka, but she misses it. She sprays that one all over the place. Mertens has 2 set points. 6-5, 40-15. Can she wrap it up here? Seen both players have 40 love or 40-15 and that lead go away. Can Mertens hold on to it? 2 set points. Serve up the tee misses. Here comes the second serve from Mertens. That's kicked in. Osaka's return is not in play. She did not read that kicker. And Mertens has held, and she has taken the first set from Naomi Osaka by 7-5. Seesaw battle in that first set. Mertens was up 3 love. Then Osaka won 4 straight. Looked like she had momentum. Never could go ahead by a break. And Mertens ends up pulling it out, breaking for 6-5 and holding for the set 7-5. Elise Mertens is up a set in this third round encounter with Naomi Osaka at Indian Wells. We'll return in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered. Whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Yeah, definitely hit that subscribe button. There's no one that covers tennis better than this channel right here. All right, first set complete here in Indian Wells, and Elise Mertens taking it 7-5. Both players back on the court. Osaka to serve to start set number 2 at the far end. Gonna have to come from behind to get it done here this afternoon. Into the net she goes on the first serve, getting towards evening time in Indian Wells. Second serve is long, and a double fault from Osaka, which she had plenty of in the first set. Both players did, in fact. Of course, Osaka, a year away from tennis before coming back in January at this year's Australian Open. She's only 8 months removed from giving birth, which is almost impossible to believe. Second serve is in. Mertens makes the return with the forehand. Backhand up the middle, Osaka. Off forehand from Mertens. Angled backhand long from Osaka, and it's love 30. Just crazy to even think about. Having a child, giving birth, and coming back to tennis as quickly as she did. Just insane. Love 30. Struggling here. Serves out wide. Mertens makes the return. Forehand Osaka. Up the line Mertens goes. Backhand up the line Osaka. Mertens had to come back. Hits the forehand cross court. Puts Osaka on the move. Good rally here. Backhand of Osaka. Sliced into the net from Mertens. Mentioned earlier she hasn't gone with that sliced backhand very often at all so far. And that time she makes the error on it. Hello, Ghosty. Coming in the way that only you could, I suppose, with that comment. Thank you. First serve is a let for Osaka. How are you today? Osaka serves, and that's into the net. Hawaii is the other one, along with Arizona. I knew it was one of those two. One of the two non-continental two, or whatever in the world they call them. Mertens backhand return long. Osaka's fought back here to 30 all. Opening game of this second set if you're just hopping on. Osaka big serve, drives it into the net, and as you can see on your screen, Mertens taking that first set 7-5 in nearly an hour. Just over an hour, I think it was, actually. Osaka serves up the tee. Mertens makes the return. Osaka drifts left, hits a backhand. Sliced back defensively by Mertens. Picked up the line by Osaka. Batted on a lob by Mertens. Osaka tees it up, and Mertens absorbs the power. Can she do it one more time? No. Osaka hits a backhand winner cross court. 3 quick points in a row here for Osaka. She's got 40-30 and a game point to start this second set. Serves here out wide. Mertens shovels back the return. Backhand by Osaka. Squash shot by Mertens, and Osaka's unable to pick it up. She puts a backhand into the net and then laughs about it. There's a big smile from Osaka, and she bent over in laughter after missing that shot. Struggling through, but trying to do it with a smile. Deuce here in this opening game of the second set. Here's Osaka serving to the backhand of Mertens right up the middle. Big backhand, that's wide from Osaka. There's one of those errors that just creeps up. Break point for Mertens to start set number 2. Remember how the first set started. If you weren't with us, Mertens was up 3-love to start the second set. Osaka serves into the net, trying to save a break point to start the second. In the first set, Osaka only won 35% of her second serve points. Here's a second serve, which Mertens returns cross court, and Osaka's backhand misfires. Mertens has the break. They'll change ends, and just as it was in the first set, Mertens has broken the Osaka serve right out of the gates to begin the second. And just for confirmation, it was an hour and a minute, that first set. And in that first set, shaky play from both players. 11 winners for Osaka to 13 unforced errors. 9 winners Mertens, 11 unforced. Osaka, well, she only put in 32% of her first serves, Osaka, 12 out of 38. Now, on the 12 that she did put in, she won 10 of those points, 83%. Mertens was much better at getting the first serve in, shaky at times, but was much better at 58%. She won 65% of her first serve points and 47% on the second. Mertens serving after getting the break, missed the first. By the way, we've done so much talking about the state of North Carolina in this broadcast here. It's a big day in this state. Just want to mention. As Mertens serves out wide, Osaka's return is ballooned long. At noon Eastern time today, sports gambling was legalized in North Carolina. And believe you and me, very happy moment for many of us here in this state. Very exciting. Mertens' serve out wide is really good. Lobbed return is long from Osaka. Mertens 30 love up, trying to consolidate the break. And I've been keeping an eye on all the tennis through the gambling apps. Serve out wide by Mertens, really good again. Short ball back by Osaka. Can Mertens get to it? No. Oh my goodness. Osaka's return hung in the air like a floating butterfly that came down on to the ground with sore feet. Mertens couldn't get to it. 30-15. Mertens trying to put that behind her. Nothing she could do about that. Serves up the tee. Osaka's return. Spatula'd back to the backhand up the line by Mertens. Now she goes with an off forehand Mertens. Backhand of Osaka. Here's the drop shot from Mertens. It's not a very good one. Osaka gets to it. She comes to the net. Mertens a lob. Osaka shovels it back, and then Mertens has hit a forehand winner. It was not a good drop shot from Mertens. She knew it right when she struck it. Osaka didn't do what she very well could have done with it because she got there in plenty of time. And that Mertens lob wasn't a lob winner like she hit earlier, but it was still an awkward enough reach for Osaka for Mertens to put it away. It's 40-15, and now Mertens serves up the tee and pounds out an ace. And Elise Mertens 2 love up to start the second set. A set and a break ahead of Naomi Osaka. So just as it was in the first set, it's a very positive start to the second for Mertens. Can she keep it going as she could not do after going up 3 love in the first? Kasatkina, by the way, has wrapped it up against Stevens. From a set down, she's won 4-4 in the second and third sets. Osaka serves, and I mean missed the first serve by 20 yards. Here's the second serve. It's in. Awkward return by Mertens. Osaka cross-court the forehand, and then shoveled up the line and wide from Mertens. Taylor Fritz 6-2 and 5-2 now ahead of Baez. Dimitrov and Manarino walking onto the court. Osaka big serve out wide. Mertens return lollipops into the sky and comes down short of the net. Casper Ruud has finished up his match in just over an hour. Osaka serves, misses. Speaking of sports gambling, I just saw something that benefits me quite nicely. Osaka serves out wide and missed. Woohoo! It's a new feeling for me. It really is. It's a brand new feeling. Osaka 30-15 serves into the net. Try not to put anything on matches that I'm going to call on this channel. Got to call it objectively. Osaka's missed the second serve. Wow, the doubles just creep in here. $30-all serve. And then she just comes back and aces right up the tee. I shouldn't be that excited over a $2 bet that paid back $3.53, but I am. But here's Osaka at 40-30, serving out wide and missing. I'm so rich. Changes my life forever. Osaka serves. Backhand reply of Mertens was good. Cross court the forehand. And now Osaka goes with a backhand cross court. Mertens then slices one back, and Osaka's forehand misses long. Yeah, you're right about that. She's either hitting double faults or aces, and she's hitting the cover off the ball no matter what she does. Serving at deuce, and misses again. Osaka serves. Mertens makes the return off backhand Osaka into the net from Mertens. Wow. She should have been in control of that point. Osaka gave her a very soft second. Advantage Osaka. Serves up the tee. Mertens is able to block the return back. Forehand cross court Osaka. Defended back again by Mertens. Osaka hits an off backhand. Off the let cord. Mertens a short ball back. Osaka shuffles the feet. Gets to it short and puts it away. Backhand winner. So Osaka holds and gets on the board in this second set. Yeah, rolling in the cash indeed. I want to get that payment in pennies. Won't take that many. 353. It was kind of like the feeling I had the first time, the only time, I went to a racetrack. Went to a good one, Churchill Downs. Vacationing in Louisville. Went to Churchill Downs and put a $2 bet on a horse that was favored by a mile. And the $2 bet paid back like $2.10, and it was the most exhilarating moment of my life. Oh gosh, it's very sad to say such things, and I was so excited over that. I might need to turn on a light. I feel like it might be getting very dark. And just looking at the screen, yeah, I think I am getting very dark. It's more of a cinematic view here all of a sudden. Let me just say, I do not have insider knowledge. I am not that smart. I'm not that privy to information, and I am in no way smart to pull off stuff like that. I wish I was. If I was, I would share it with everybody. As fans are dancing in the seats here at the change of ends. The next time we change ends, we're going to have to take a break so I can turn on a light. Or you'll just be seeing a black screen with a random voice coming out of it. Black box. The sun is starting to go down away from the window where I'm at. So anyway, here's Mertens serving up a break in the second set. 2-1 out wide she goes. Short ball back. Oh, by Osaka. And what has Mertens done there? Oh, she's made a mess of that overhead, which she hit into the bottom half of the net. That was not pretty. Love 15. And Mertens serves up the tee, trying to put that last one behind her, and she does quickly as Osaka's return has floated long. Yeah, 210 pennies, man. I'm telling you. First time I win $210, you won't be able to shut me up about it. Mertens has to catch the ball toss as a quick cut of wind came in, gets rid of it, and the serve clips the let cord on the way through. And serves up the tee. Wow. Huh. Osaka stuck in quicksand, never moved. It's an ace for Mertens, 30-15. And yes, when I said it was a cinematic view, I was very facetious on that one. What was it last night? Was that the Grammys last night? I don't know. Grammys, Oscars, I don't know what they're for. I don't know which one's music, which one's TV, which one's any of that. I can't keep up with that. Mertens misses the first serve. One of them was last night. And all I seen on my feed when I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. was people talking about John Cena. Second serve, Mertens puts it in to the backhand of Osaka. Good return. Cross court, the forehand, Mertens. Osaka races it back cross court. Mertens is there. Osaka, another big forehand. Mertens loops it back defensively. Osaka backhand up the line, misses. And it's 40-15. Listen, when you're trying to keep up with tennis tournaments and basketball tournaments and hockey games and everything else, racing, all of that, I don't have a prayer, don't have a chance to keep up with these awards for music and TV and movies and all of that. It was the Oscars. Thank you. Now, what is that for? That's the next question. What are the Oscars for? I'm totally ignorant to it all. Mertens serves. Osaka's return is up the middle. And twisting a backhand wide as Mertens makes the error, and it's 40-30. All I know, it was on ABC and Jimmy Kimmel was hosting because I saw the promo for it 87,000 times on Saturday. Trying to watch basketball, and all it is, the Oscars are tomorrow. Okay. 40-30 serve by Mertens, body serve. Osaka makes the return off forehand Mertens. Osaka the backhand. Mertens up the middle with the backhand. Big backhand Osaka. Slice back up the line Mertens. Osaka's there to hit it cross court. Up the line goes Mertens. Osaka races to get to it. Mertens with the backhand. Big backhand Osaka. Mertens has to defend it back. She does. Osaka the backhand again. Sliced back by Mertens. Longest rally coming up here. Osaka ends it with a forehand in which she may have very well missed. She wants confirmation that she did miss it, and she gets it. Forehand error. Mertens holds, and a 3-1 lead for Mertens. Films. Okay. So what I'm gathering here, correct me if I'm wrong, what I'm gathering here is that the Oscars are for movies. Is there another one for TV? Or are they both TV and movies? And then you have one for music. Because you have the Oscars, the Grammys. Is the other one the Tonys, or am I making that up? Osaka serves out wide. Mertens with a floated return deep. Forehand by Osaka. Scoop back Mertens. Drive forehand. Winner there from Osaka cross court. Serve here by Osaka misses. Oscars are movies. Grammys is music. Golden Globe. Golden Globe. Good Lord. Mertens backhand return cross court. Short ball back by Osaka. Mertens hits a forehand right to her. Osaka can't get that back. So Golden Globes is TV. Do I know what an EGOT is? Absolutely no chance I knew what what is an EGOT? Is that a brand of alien? Sounds like something that might fly over the sky unidentified. What is that? Serve out wide by Osaka and stamped into the net from Mertens. Now I want to know what an EGOT is. I don't know. It either sounds like I said, a kind of alien, or maybe it's a disease. Serve up the tee is really good from Osaka. Mertens can't get that back. 40-15. Well, I had a very bad cough today. I had to call out of work. I had the EGOT. Osaka serves again right up the tee and misses. I got the EGOT. Use that to get out of work tomorrow. Osaka serves. Mertens makes the return up the middle with the backhand. Flat forehand by Osaka was good, but now she hits a backhand into the net. Whoopi Goldberg has an EGOT. Well, my condolences. 40-30. Osaka misses the tee. I'm watching the screen. I am slowly becoming a shadow. Osaka serves here. Mertens makes the return. Backhand by Osaka deep. Looped on back by Mertens. Osaka goes cross-court the backhand. Comes to the net. Mertens passes her. Backhand winner with enough height on it to get up and over Osaka. And it's deuce. Okay, hold on a minute. So what you're saying to me is an EGOT is if you win an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony? I'm going to ask a very stupid question. It's going to be very stupid. Here's Osaka serving at deuce and missing. If you get all four, you have an EGOT. So do you have to get it all in in one thing, in one cycle? Like, the calendar year slam? Serve out wide. Mertens makes the return, and Osaka turns with a backhand winner cross court. Good serve +1 there from Osaka. Or is it just a collection? Like if you get an Emmy and you got an Emmy in '89, or you got a Grammy in '02 and whatever, and then you get all four. It's like a career slam, maybe not the calendar year slam. Is that what I'm getting on that? Osaka serves and misses. Game point for Osaka here in a very lengthy game that has us talking about EGOTs. Osaka serves. Mertens makes the return cross court. Backhand of Osaka is long. We're at deuce again. Here's the next stupid question in this world of entertainment. Which one is the U.S. Open? Is the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, or Tony? Which one's the U.S. Open? Which one's the French? Which one's Wimbledon? Which one's the Australian Open? Osaka serves and misses. We need this game to end so I can turn on a light and regain composure. Second serve from Osaka. That's in. Mertens makes the return with the backhand. Cross court from Osaka. Looped on back by Mertens. Backhand again from Osaka. She wants to stay on that wing. Now has to go with a forehand cross court, which she has blasted away at. Mertens unable to get it back. It's another game point for Osaka. What happens if you get all four of those and a Golden Globe? Is it an EGOT? An EGOT if you get a Golden Globe and the other four? Osaka serves and misses. Second serve is in. Mertens makes the return. Osaka backhand up the middle. Mertens a cross-court forehand. Puts Osaka on the run. Throws up a lob. Mertens lets it come down, and it's long. Deuce again. How long has this game gone on? Deuce serve from Osaka. It's an ace up the tee. Fist pump afterwards as she would love to finish this game right here. That ace at 121 miles an hour. Osaka up the tee. She pounds out another one. There you go. That's how she finishes that game. Still down a break, however, in the second set, 3-2. We're gonna leave you for just a moment, so when we come back, you can see me properly.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
And hello again. You can see me now, which, for some, you're probably upset about that. There are issues you don't have to deal with radio, which I'm very much used to. Here's Mertens serving up a break 3-2. Osaka with a forehand return off backhand long from Mertens. See if Mertens can put that game behind her. I mean, it feels like you get these long games and then someone wins it and the other player has to think about it on the change of ends, and then they have a big dip in play. Mertens serving up the tee, and Osaka's return into the net, but Mertens just missed that serve. It was not on the line. Starting to get into the time where the shade starting to pop over on half the court or a quarter of the court. Shadows coming into play. Backhand return Osaka, and into the net goes the forehand from Mertens. Is this the moment for Osaka to jump into this second set? Down a break, 3-2, but she's got love 30 right here. What has been a grinded out kind of match here. First set took over an hour. This one has had about a half hour now. 1:32 on the match clock. Here's Mertens at the far end where the sun is shining, serving out wide, and again another miss. Neither player has had a ton of success getting these first serves in this entire match. And into the net goes the second serve from Mertens, and here's love 40 for Osaka to try to get back on serve here. Well, this has popped up at a bad time for Elise Mertens. And again, you kind of feel like it comes off of that long game that she could not win before the change of ends. Love 40, and again, a missed first serve. 58% on first serves in this match, Mertens. 35% Osaka, who's hugging the baseline here, ready to attack this second serve, which Mertens puts in, and Osaka hits it long. Mertens attack too. Still a break point for Osaka. Mertens serves. Up the middle, Osaka backhand return. Mertens cross court with the backhand. Osaka misses long. She saved 2. Can she do it one more time here? She has broken the Mertens serve twice. Mertens has broken the Osaka serve 4 times. 30-40. Osaka hopping up and down here. Mertens serving and missing the tee. Now Osaka's going to step right up to that baseline again. 2 feet were on the baseline last time. Now they're just a bit behind it, but she's hopping up and down again. Twirls the racket. Oh, boy, but doesn't have to hit a return. Mertens has doubled again. And Osaka has broken back, and we're back on serve here in the second set at 3-all. That is 7 double faults now for Osaka. For Mertens, rather. Osaka has 6, and it's 3-all in set number 2. Yeah, Sean, Premier League is definitely shaping up for an absolute grandstand finish. I can't remember the last time we had such a tight 3-horse race for the title. Of course, having any kind of fight for the title late in the season has been difficult of late, with City just making everything boring and mundane. Going to have a 3-horse race for the title, which will be great fun. Of course, none of them are my team. Osaka serving at 3-all. Mertens makes the return. Osaka cross-court the backhand. Up the middle goes Mertens. Steered on bat by Osaka. Guided right up the middle by Mertens. Backhand deep Osaka. Cross-court backhand rather from Mertens, and then Osaka up the line misses on the backhand wing. I suppose I have to attach my wagon to Arsenal. I'm not rooting for City. I never will. Rooting for Liverpool is very difficult. So I guess I have to join the Arsenal bandwagon. Osaka hits the forehand. Cross-court the backhand. Mertens up the line. Osaka. Mertens is into the net. And I guess not only that, but it would just be better to see Arsenal win it because they haven't for so long. Certainly Liverpool and City have won it a lot more recently, especially City, who have just won it almost exclusively the last decade. Good serve, Osaka. Mertens returned short of the net, 30-15. Osaka, remember, was down 3-love in the first set, came back and took a 4-3 lead, which is what she's aiming for here, but couldn't finish it out. Missed the first serve. Here comes the second from Osaka. That's in. Backhand return by Mertens. Osaka up the middle. Oh, boy, Mertens has hit a flat backhand winner. 30-all. Here's the major story. Well, of course, the Premier League title race is a major story. A huge story. Is Bayern going to win a trophy? They're now 10 points in back of Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. You wouldn't really fancy them to win the Champions League title. Here's a very high lob on the return by Mertens, but now Osaka hits it to the forehand of Mertens cross court. Mertens is back into this rally, and Osaka's made a forehand error. Inside out, she's missed it. Mertens has a break point. So yeah, I kind of worry about Bayern winning a trophy, which would be you buy Harry Kane and you don't win a trophy. Maybe they were asking for it. Osaka down a break point. Serves to the Mertens forehand. Osaka's into the net on the forehand cross court. Wow. Who could have seen that coming, really? You thought Osaka was going to take command after getting the break back, but she doesn't, and she really gifts the break to Mertens, who has reclaimed this lead in the second set. She'll serve at 4-3 after the change of ends. My goodness. So Mertens 4-3 up in the second set, has the lead back. Bayer Leverkusen 10 up on Bayern for that Bundesliga title. That is incredible. What a job Bayer Leverkusen has done. I mentioned you wouldn't really fancy Bayern in the Champions League. Of course, I say that. They did advance over Lazio into the quarterfinals. Just be strange to not see Bayern win the Bundesliga. How many titles in a row have they won there? It's been since Dortmund. Well, of course, Dortmund should have won it last year and just, whoa. Talk about a meltdown. Yeah, Kane will have loads of golden boots and no trophy. It's unbelievable, really. And then what about in Spain? Girona, they were in the mix to win the La Liga title. They've fallen now, but still they've had a magnificent season. Probably not going to catch Real Madrid, but they have a chance to beat Barcelona, a very good chance to finish ahead of Atletico. So good on them for what they've done this season in Spain. We're going to have some really good finishes. And then, of course, the summer of soccer, as they're calling it here in the States, because the Copa America is in the United States this year, which is a run-through, of course, for the Club World Cup that'll be in the States in 25 and the FIFA World Cup that'll be here in 26, along with Mexico and Canada. As here's Mertens serving at 4-3 into the backhand of Osaka. Mertens an off forehand. Osaka races to get to it, but hits it long on the backhand wing. It's a great time to be a fan of the sport here in America with all of this that's coming up. And, of course, Messi in Miami helps massively. But with Copa America here this year, FIFA Club World Cup next year, and the FIFA World Cup in 26. Then possibly the Women's World Cup here in 27, we'll see. Osaka with a backhand return is long. Mertens is 30-love up here, serving up a break at 4-3. See what the U.S. can do in that Copa America. It's a very young team. Well, it was a very young team 2 years ago in Qatar. Certainly this is a big chance for them to prove what they have done as to grow heading towards that 26 World Cup. Serve out wide by Mertens misses. Of course, the women just won the first ever CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup, beating Brazil last night in the final. That was actually a good performance by them. As Mertens serves up the tee, Osaka's return is short. Mertens gets to it, hits a forehand. Oh, she hit it right to Osaka, but Osaka has blazed the backhand long, and it's 40-love. I can't say that was an expected title for the U.S. the way the women have played here the last 2 years. But to beat Canada in the semis and to beat Brazil in the final, maybe they're starting to turn the corner and get back to the form they were once in. But the glory days of the U.S. women's national team likely over as Osaka makes the return. Forehand by Mertens is long, at least over as it pertains to where they were. The world has caught up to them so quickly now in women's football. And we certainly have seen that these last handful of World Cups with the Netherlands and Spain and so on. As my feed has just failed me at the wrong time, but Mertens has held for 5-3. My apologies. It just went blank, and then it comes back, and Mertens has held for 5-3. So Mertens has held here and is a game away from taking this match. Osaka serves, and Mertens' return is long. Again, my sincerest apologies there. Not sure what happened. That's the first time that's happened. Here's Osaka serving to stay in this match, and at 15-love, she cranks out an ace up the tee. Clip the line on the way through. That serve, Osaka, 30-love. Serves out wide, misses this time. Comes the second serve. That's in. Mertens with the backhand return right up the middle, but long. And Osaka cruising, at least here in this game, 40-love. But as I've mentioned, 40-love, 40-15 has not been safe in this match. Osaka serves, Alette. More coverage to come tonight on the channel, I'm assuming. John can correct me if I'm wrong on that. And into the net goes Osaka on a first serve. Second serve is in. Mertens with a backhand return deep. Osaka with a backhand deep, and Mertens is unable to pick it up and put it back in play. So Osaka has held to stay in this match here. It's 5-4, and Elise Mertens will serve for it. Here after this change of ends, we'll see if Osaka has one more push to try to keep it alive here. So, in what has been a strange little match here where you've never felt that one player has been able to capture momentum and keep it. It's been a strange one. And again, Osaka just struggling to find consistency. And you certainly can't blame her in any way for struggling with that. By the way, who is Novak playing tonight? Luca Nardi, is that the name? I hope that's the name. Luca Nardi is who Novak is playing. Yeah, there you go. John got to it first. Good job, John. And we will have it on the channel. Very, very good, John. Again, he knows what he's doing. In case you haven't noticed, he runs the whole. He guides the ship along. Yeah. Speaking of the sports gambling aspect here, when you looked at Djokovic earlier today, plus 10,000 against Nardi. Bet $1 to win $1.01 at plus 10,000. I don't know if it's worth it. Don't know if it's worth it one bit. All right, here's Mertens serving for the match here. Second set, 5-4. Osaka needs to break to get back in it. Full court is almost fully. The court is almost fully in shade. There's still just a sliver off to the left of Mertens. That is still in some sunshine as Mertens serves. Osaka short ball back, and Mertens steps into a backhand winner and hits it confidently into the deuce court. Mertens has just one prior win against Naomi Osaka. We mentioned it earlier. It was 7 years ago in Wuhan. Osaka has won the last 3 times they have played. They have not played until today in 3 years. In Miami. Mertens catches the ball toss. Now serves. Osaka's return. Looped back, and Mertens had time to set it up, but misses into the net with the backhand. We'll see if nerves get in the way of Mertens here from finishing this out. In a match in which she has been the better player, but not by much. You'd have to say Mertens has probably been 55-45 the better player for the match, maybe 60-40. But it's been a slim margin between the two from start to present. Misses a serve out wide. Can't afford to get shaky on serve here, which she certainly has at points in the match. Second serve, Osaka ready to bang out a big return. She does with the forehand, and Mertens is into the net. This is far from over. Far from over here. It's 15-30. Osaka still has a portion of the window open. Mertens trying to slam it down. Serves to the backhand of Osaka. Short ball back. Off forehand Mertens. Not a lot of room for error as she put it on the line. Now she hits a backhand. Cross court goes Osaka. Looped ball back by Mertens. Up the line Osaka backhand. Cross court forehand by Mertens. Cross court goes Osaka into the deuce court. Forehand by Mertens to the forehand of Osaka. Cross court again for Mertens. Up the line Osaka has banged out a winner. She's got 2 break points. Chances to get back on serve here for Osaka. Waiting for someone to hit the ball there in that rally. Finally, Osaka was the one that took the responsibility of trying to end the rally, and she did. 2 break points to stay in the match. Mertens serves. Osaka with a forehand return up the middle. Mertens a backhand right up the gut to the backhand of Osaka. Flat backhand Mertens. Forehand looped long by Osaka. Break point saved by Mertens. 1 more to come here. Osaka trying to get us to 5-all. Can she do it here? Bundle of energy back there, Osaka. She just hops along in place, slaps the thigh with her left hand twice. Mertens serves. No, she doesn't. Catches the ball toss. Recoils here. Facing another break point at 30-40. Now she serves. It's up the tee. It's a good one. Osaka makes the return. Mertens is up the middle with the backhand. Osaka went for the winner with the backhand, but she rifles it long. 2 break points saved here by Mertens. It's deuce. And I think Osaka thought she had hit that winner with the backhand. Missed it long. Deuce. Mertens 2 points away here. At the far end of the court, she serves out wide and makes it. Osaka with the return. Forehand Mertens to the backhand. Wide from Osaka by a wide margin. And now Mertens, for the first time, a match point. Just shy of 2 hours here, and Elise Mertens has arrived at her first match point at 7-5, 5-4, but it's still very much on a knife's edge this second set. Mertens serves up the tee. Osaka makes the return. Backpedaling as Mertens did an off forehand. Osaka cross-court on the backhand. There's the backhand from Mertens. It was strong. Osaka's there. She hits a cross-court backhand. Mertens goes up the middle, and it's long. She misses it, Mertens. And no one really took control of the point. And again, Osaka never ripped one either. Sitting back and hoping Mertens would make an error, maybe, was the strategy there from Osaka. And maybe it's the best strategy. Who knows? Deuce again. Mertens catches the ball toss. I think she's feeling the moment here. Against a Grand Slam champion. Oh, she's caught the ball toss again. Oh boy. I think Osaka might be able to sense this. It's a good serve, however. Osaka makes the return. Backhand by Mertens cross court. Osaka on the run. Mertens with a rarely used slice backhand, at least for today. Osaka deep forehand. Defensive back. A ball back by Mertens, and Osaka lets it drop and hits the forehand winner cross court and has a break point again. Well, as nervy as Mertens looked before the serve, she played a good point, but Osaka started to pick up the tempo, and when Osaka goes big and she's hitting it cleanly, Mertens has no answer to it. Break point, Osaka. Again, trying to get to 5-all. Keep this thing going. Mertens serves and misses by quite a bit. Second serve, let's see how fiercely Osaka attacks right here, right now. Is this the moment she goes bombs away? No, she doesn't have the opportunity to, because Mertens has sliced an ace right down the tee. Osaka can't possibly believe that it clipped the line. What these players will at some point learn is that with these new automatic calls, you're not going to win a challenge off of it. It's deuce. And on a day where Mertens has doubled a lot, what a clutch. Kicked, slicing second serve. Change up right on the edge of the plate. And now again missing the first serve is Mertens. Second serve at deuce. The business end of this third round match, and Mertens serves. Osaka makes the return. Mertens backpedaling with a backhand up the middle. Cross court goes Osaka, defended back by Mertens. Osaka again cross court. Mertens throws herself into a backhand deep from Osaka. Short ball Mertens. Osaka steps in and hits it into the net. Almost inexplicably. It was there for the taking. It was on a silver platter, but she's missed it. Mertens with a big shout let out. And another match point here for Elise Mertens, the player seeded 24th from Belgium, has a second match point. Can she finish it this time? At just past 5 p.m. local time in Indian Wells. Serves up the tee. Osaka makes the return. Off forehand from Mertens. It hung in the air. Up the line goes Osaka. Cross court Mertens. Osaka's forehand misses long. And that is it. Mertens looks to the sky as she has claimed the victory here. It's a tight one. It was tight from the start, and it was tight all the way to the end. But it's Elise Mertens who gets it done 7-5. And 6-4 over Naomi Osaka. It's just the second time that she's beaten Osaka for Elise Mertens. And it's a big win for her, and you could tell as it ended that it felt big to her. Again, 260-some places between these two players in the rankings, but I think everyone knows that's not what this was. Osaka is a formidable foe. And Mertens knew it. We all knew it. And it was quite the response there, or the reaction from Mertens to finish it out the way she did. So Elise Mertens wins it over Naomi Osaka, who her return continues to be shaky at times, but boy, if she can ever get back to good form, we know how terrific she is. And we'll see what she can do moving forward, Naomi Osaka. But today it is Elise Mertens who moves on into the round of 16 in Indian Wells, in what is going to be just an absolutely loaded round, I might add. And of course, Talking Tennis is your place to keep up with every single bit of it. And with this win, Mertens moves through where she very well should be playing and will be playing Coco Gauff. That's going to be quite the test for Elise Mertens against Coco at that portion of the draw. Thank you, Ashley, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here as we will sign off here. And a reminder that Novak Djokovic is coming up. If I'm not completely wrong, that's the next on, and we will have it here on the channel for you. So hopefully you will tune in to see if Novak is worth that plus 10,000 that he's favored by. So we'll sign off here. 7-5, 6-4 is how it ends. Elise Mertens over Naomi Osaka. Enjoy continued coverage from Indian Wells here on Talking Tennis. So long.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Hi Novak. I don't know if you saw what Vasek said last night about organising and tennis could and should be even bigger than it already is if only the people organising it were doing their job properly. He highlighted the balls, he highlighted playing late at night and then early in the morning and injuries. I just wondered whether you heard that, but also if you'd like to add something.
No, I haven't heard that. I actually saw Vasek just before I came here to see you guys, but I haven't seen his statement on that. But there's been a lot of discussions on the effect of the different balls and basically every week on the joints and the wrist and the shoulders and the elbows. And I think someone told me that in terms of injuries this year comparing to other years is drastically has gone up. So in terms of the balls, I absolutely agree. There should be some discussion on that. I actually spoke about that with Andrea Gaudenzi, the ATP president, and Massimo, who's the CEO, in Paris during the Paris-Bercy week. And I shared my opinion and my views, and then obviously they are thinking about various different options and ways of how to regulate that and how to make it better for the players and prevent injuries. In terms of the scheduling, I think there has been a lot of criticism and a lot of players complaining about it. So I think that should be addressed in a proper way. Obviously, Davis Cup and ITF is regulated differently from ATP Tour and from Grand Slams. You have different governing bodies, different schedules, different broadcasting demands. In the end of the day, we know that the TV is the one deciding, fortunately or unfortunately, but there has to be more, I guess, thorough discussions on that as well.
Ready? Play.
Welcome everyone. Let's start the press conference. Please, questions in English.
Yannick, thank you. Congratulations. This afternoon, did you play the match of your life? And what did it feel like playing that match?
Match of my life, I don't know, but it's for sure very, very important. As I say, it helps a lot the last competition that is a team competition, and because you get a lot of energy from your teammates, from the whole team, and then the crowd is different. And I really enjoyed playing today. It was a great match. I started off really well, and obviously in the second set he raised his level, and the third set I just tried to hold my service games and waiting for a good opportunity, which arrived on 5-all, and I took it. And obviously it was a very crucial match for the whole team, and at the end of the match I was really happy for the team to be at least able to play a deciding doubles, and we played really good, and I think it was a really positive day today.
Yannick, I just wanted to ask you about the 3 match points that you saved at 4-5 in the third set in the singles. Can you just talk us through what was going through your head? How did you remain calm in those moments, and what were you trying to do in each of those points?
I know that it was a really important, obviously, important game. We changed not for so long for new balls. So I knew if I'm gonna serve well that maybe I have some free points. But I had to stay in the present moment. It was love 40 and he missed a quite easy backhand, which gave me a little bit of confidence and belief. And then after I served twice really good. And nothing, you know, after this kind of games, your energy level and then mental level, it's racing, and I think this helped me today.
Yannick, over here. I'm not sure anyone else can maybe say they've beaten Novak Djokovic twice in one afternoon. What does that achievement mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, before the match, we were talking that it was a really important test today. You know, trying to understand what to expect before the match, and then I think we made a good tactical moment also before the match, and obviously playing it is a little bit different, but I think I have to be really proud about how I handled the situation. And as I said, I'm just very happy for all of us, for the team, and then tomorrow we have a great opportunity. We know this, but in the other way we will try to stay as relaxed as possible, you know, keeping the smile in our head, which is important also, and then also to be happy to be here. No, it's not so many. For me, it's the first time that we can play a final in Davis Cup, which it means a lot for us.
One last question in English, over there.
Yannick, just looking forward to the final, and to the other guys, please, as well. Apparently, the Australian team that you're facing in the final, you'll be playing de Minaur, presumably, in the second match, and you've got this extraordinary hold over him. I think he's only going to take one set off you. How much of an advantage do you think that is for you, and what confidence does that give you?
Well, we don't know who is gonna play.
Se ti faccio giocare.
Yeah, we have to decide. We have to. You know, I have a lot of hours in my leg. This I know. If I play against him, it's gonna be different. You know, finals, as I said, it's always different. But let's see. It's his decision. He's the captain of the team, and so he can answer you that.
What do you say?
Thanks, Yannick. No, obviously it's our point of power. Yannick give us a lot of energy, give us a lot of confidence in ourselves. Obviously, he's a great player, but he's not only a great player. So he's a great person. That's what I like. So, yeah, he's probably in the first position to play tomorrow.
What do you think of the Australian team?
Strong, different. Different from Serbians. Maybe closer than Netherlands as singles and doubles. But still, we have to take care of us, thinking about tomorrow, enjoying today, but focus for tomorrow. So I head to tomorrow.
We switch into Italian, per favore, domande in Italian.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.